because it's hard and it's difficult and it ain't easy and you gotta give up a lot. But what is that one thing every night you go to bed and it is like, this is why I do this?
When a student comes to me and says, Tyrik, you've changed my life. You've changed my life.
You guys play Uno?
Yeah.
You ever play Uno?
Yeah.
You ever play Uno with somebody and then while you playing, they change the rules?
Yes.
Like, you know, you can't skip past 4. You're like, what do you mean you can't skip and then add a skip 2 on top of the skip 4 and then it keeps going? You ever play with people like that?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Same thing with dominoes, right? Copy, cool. A lot of times when you have established business, you're hiring people that are talented, right? That happens. And then it doesn't matter, okay, whatever, he came late, whatever, he don't want no money until it matters. And then you have a day that, hey, we need to talk. You ain't coming in on time, what's up with you? And now you're having, oh, my own boss, I pay my chair rent, blah, 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 blah. Because you're making the rules as you go along. Before you hire them, hey, how you doing? You interested in working here? Okay, let's have a conversation. Go out to lunch. Forget the demonstration of a haircut. Well, here's our established rules. This is what we do as a business. And then they sign it. It's not a contract, it's just an understanding, a written agreement. I understand that my role and my responsibility as a person that works at your shop, what you want me to do is this, and they agree to it. Guess what happens when they don't show up on time and you already have rules established? You say, hey, when you work at a regular job, what do they do? 30-day evaluation, 60-day, and 90-day. Treat it like that. It doesn't have to be an employee status business. And if you haven't done it in the beginning, then the only thing that you're doing is playing Uno and changing the games as you go along. My biggest thing was asking, what's your issue? What's your issue? What's your issue? What could we do better? What could we do better? When you start getting it from them, they're telling you the problem and then they're giving you a solution. Then when you provide them with a paper that has the solutions on it, it's coming from them, it's not coming from you. They're gonna receive it much better. You said we're too slow, okay? But the solution was we need to hand out more flyers or do social media strategies. That's his suggestion. So, hey guys, this is what we're gonna do every Monday or every day at such and such time. We're all gonna take 15 minutes and put an alarm clock and we're gonna start doing social media strategies. And to see if business in a month or 2 months grows. Oh, it's growing, good, so that's working. We're gonna continue to do that. If you hit them all at one time, it's playing Uno and changing the games and go, I don't wanna play no more, I'm out. Then you lose people, and that's okay. You may already have all the, you might download that paper and it might have everything you need. Don't give it to them right away. You ask them what the problems are, you find out how they think they should fix it, you come up with a plan, and then you slowly implement those rules you already have. From now on, this is what we're gonna do. So you can't come at 9, but you wanna come at 10, that's fine. But you leave at 7, you gotta leave at 8.
That's what I told you.
If you can't come at 9 and you come late, it's a $25 late fee. Man, why are you gonna charge me? I don't want your money. But if you work at the mall and the store opens late,
yes,
they charge you. Now here's the deal. All of those stores in there are subcontracted stores. It's Macy's, it's Aldo, it's whatever. They have to abide by the mall rule. They can't just be like, I'm gonna open when I want to and close when I want to because I'm my own business. No, they have to abide by the mall rules. If you're the owner and you own the mall of the shop, all those other little barbers in there, they're Aldo and Build-A-Bear, they're all those other little stores. They gotta abide by the mall rules. To actually get a wrap with twine and all that. It was fun. The Grammy event was phenomenal.
Yeah.
The show itself was just unbelievable. Educational classes yesterday. We had that conversation in New Orleans about you need to get on YouTube and get on YouTube and get. And I told you guys like I had it since it started,
Yeah.
but I launched it today.
Yeah?
Yeah. Hey, listen, you guys said something, you know. I said, okay, we're gonna just, today we launched, and a lot of your advice, you and Jeezy, and when we had that dinner and just talking about it, I listen, you know what I mean? And so I'm teaching.
Like we said before, I just feel like it spreads faster through YouTube, you know. So I'm excited for your channel.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens, you know what I mean?
If it's anything like everything else,
Yeah.
it's gonna be very
Thanks.
entertaining to watch. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Thanks,
I think you're also going to.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
What's up, bro?
I'm getting ready to do it at 2:10.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, 12:10. 12:10. Yep.
I'll be there then.
Awesome.
I'll see you guys then.
I think you appeal to. I think it can go outside of just the barber industry. Like
Yeah.
you'll appeal to entrepreneurs. To,
Yeah.
You know what I mean, to educators and
That's what I'm
speakers.
getting on Instagram is I have people that hit me up that they're not barbers. I watch your feed. I'm a nurse. I'm in credit. You know, I'm doing credit repair, and we watch your feed because it's helping all of us on how we need to market. It's helping all of us on how we need to plan and distribute what we're putting out. I have a lot of it. We got so much. Really, if I didn't do anything else, we probably have enough content to distribute for the rest of the year because it's not new to me. It's what we've been doing.
I wish I had that, man. Like my laptop, if you look at the desktop, it's like icon on top of icon on top of icon.
My desktop's like that right now. My mom, she would tell you the organization was not my strong suit. When I actually got into owning and running businesses, I had to learn how to be organized. I had to organize my money. I had to organize the staff. It was so hard for me to bite down. Even when I started the school, not my school, but the school I was working at, I spent 3 months in an office by myself, building curriculum, and it was excruciating for me because I wasn't in a place of creativity. And now I've sold curriculums to other schools. I've built curriculums for other schools and I teach it. I got retention tools.
I feel like this school is completely changing barbering out there. Like everything that barbering is right now in Russia is because of these two schools. And but they're more continued education. So what they'll do is like 5-week programs, or they'll do they'll even do like they'll fly in an educator once a month, and then they'll do like a 2-day course for those guys. And for me, I think it's working out brilliantly. And I was thinking of doing something like that here in the States. Now, it's not, obviously, nobody's going to be able to get their license, and you're going to have a license to It's continued education.
Correct. I think those are things are great. So it also is in China, and that's because it's not regulated. And I think that's amazing. If you're in the UK, they don't have regulated schools. They're trying to regulate this. So in the UK, where they complain that there's no education, in the United States, we're complaining that the education is bad. And I would agree that in most cases, I've said it a lot of times, which is why you guys do what you do, because guess what? Schools suck. They're not learning what they learn in school, so they're gonna watch us. And then when they go to school, oh, I watch Bossio, and I watch 360 Jeezy, and I watch these guys, so that's how I learn how to cut hair. Then they come to school, and they don't wanna cut hair because they already know how to cut hair. Right? I'm big on regulation. Here's what I mean. If you don't have regulation, like in these other countries, they're hungry for education. That's why those quick programs work, because in the UK, you don't need a license. You can, the guy said it yesterday, but I was in there, and I was in London, and I witnessed it. You're a plumber one day, and then it's like, I'm gonna cut my cousin's hair. I did pretty good. I think I'm gonna open a barbershop. You just open a barbershop. I've been to shops, no disinfectant. I looked at clippers to shake myself up. I was like, hell, I ain't touching myself with that.
I believe in some regulation too. I mean, I just think that right now, the way things are, I just don't think it's working right now.
So I've heard some of your talks on how you think that the school systems aren't working and how it's a flawed system, is what we're just saying. And it is. And so why did I open up a school? Because I felt the same way. There wasn't a school for me to go to, but anyone that I was hiring, where they get their education, it's bad. So what I'm providing at my school is not just basic barbering to pass state boards. That's what most schools do. I'm providing continued education as you're going through the program with all the stuff that we're doing. Our students have a social media class that's 2-3 days long. They have a video, film, and editing class that's 2-3 days long. We have a Shark Tank that we do with your business concepts. And I'm not talking about, draw your diagram of your shop and sell it to, no. I want you to come up and sell the business to me, and we got money to invest. I want to know if you're ready to take on the world. We're trying to do it better. I'm hoping that other school owners are like, you know what, we need to do it better.
It's just, for me, I do 12-hour classes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do 15.
I got you, but that's a way to market your 12-hour classes. So you travel and you go to those classes.
So And the thing is too that it's really hard when you're traveling and you're on tour and to give the best class that you can possibly do because the environment just
It might not be conducive for educational purposes.
So what I'm thinking is I think there's a world and a place definitely for schools that are currently here. But I also think that we always talk about, you know, always be learning, and expos are great. Go to these expos, find out who you like, and then see what kind of education that they offer. Like more
Outside of just a show.
outside of just that 15-minute class.
This
So, like,
has been successful for you to travel, and you know, you get the quick boom turnaround and no responsibility.
yeah.
The only responsibility you have is your material, your flight, and your hotel stay. At the end of the day, there's no responsibility, no regulations. You have autonomy to do what you want. You go and you go.
The idea that I'm thinking though is the actual physical location.
If you want to change the law,
yeah.
you have to go through
But
legislation.
I don't want to change the law. What I want to do is, and I've called Department of Education and stuff and asked them about it. It's literally just a space where licensed barbers come
To learn more.
to learn more.
But if you wanted a school, brick and mortar school, for even beginner barbers with your Bossio Academy, and you come to the school, you get a discounted rate or whatever the case may be. If you're saying the system is flawed, you have to make change to what you feel is flawed, not just in the structure of school. I'm changing the way structure of school is done. My curriculum is different. I don't just teach Milady. You know what I'm saying? I have my own curriculum that I created that follows my regulatory stuff, that follows my state guidelines, and has implemented other new things. Because most barber schools you go to, and the barbers are sitting around on their phone waiting for a haircut. They're not learning how to cut hair. We don't watch videos. We're actually practically doing stuff on mannequins for months before they even hit the floor. You have to change the law. I did it in Delaware. I went to legislation. We adjusted some law that needed to be changed because some of these laws were created so long ago, and as we're evolving, if there's some flaws in the system, you identify the flaws, you got to prioritize time to make a change so you can implement that into whatever it is you're trying to do. Maybe having just a 6-week program in Florida might be the next way to go. Or a 2-month program and you get everything you need at a Bossio Academy, and then you're in and out. And you don't have all those other regulations. You might not need financial aid because there's regulations that go with that. And I'll talk about some of that stuff today, but
I think also I think also it's one of those things where, for me, I'd love to go back to the school that I went to, and I don't want to have to pay another.
Did you quit? Did you finish?
No, I finished. Okay. Yeah. It took me like 2 years to finish. I had to pay extra money.
Yeah. Because just the discipline, getting in early, leaving. Same people that. Yeah, I got you.
So
same people you're talking to.
Yeah, but like because I didn't have the mentality when I was
at the time.
At the time, there's a lot of stuff I wish I would have paid attention to. So, you know,
because it would make you a better educator now.
Exactly. So I actually reread the Milady book in my office and with a man.
You're like, wow, I wish I'd have.
Yeah. And you know, it's one of those things where I wish I could go back to school and just kind of sit in and stuff. And I feel like
you can.
I wish I could.
You can?
No, I can't.
Why can't you?
They won't let me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they won't let me.
Yeah, my school's still open door. People come and shadow all the time.
And that's how a school should be.
And the people who graduate can always come back and just absorb and watch.
Exactly. And but I think for a lot of people they can't do that. I think a lot of schools.
Well, they may be threatened by what you're doing because if they think you're coming to watch, you're trying to take what they have because they see the influence that you have on YouTube and social media, and it's like
most schools don't have curriculums built like you do. Most of them are just literally cookie cutter schools that use the Milady program, and that's all they use. Your school is like 1 in a million, you know. So. And
we can do better.
Yeah.
That's the interesting thing. I talk to my staff all the time. Our D game is better than a lot of people's A game, and we can do better. You know, I'm actually not in front of the students anymore. I'm really in front of the instructors. You know, because I need to make 10 more me happen.
Make 1,000.
Yeah, well, I mean. If you want to teach, you got to go and teach.
Right.
You got to teach the person next to you, or you got to go to the school and volunteer your time. And I don't want to get paid. I'm just here to help. And then you make some sacrifices. Then you go through a process. But yeah, just hit me up. Yeah. You know, I respond.
Monday, not Tyrik Tuesday. Right?
I'm still doing Tyrik Tuesday.
I know. We got to add this live.
Thank you. I didn't know you was in there.
Oh, yeah. Well,
appreciate it.
Filmed it a little bit.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Yeah. Man, thank you so much. Gracias. Oh, absolutely. This is amazing. And then it's a cape. Oh my goodness. Yeah. But you got gems on it too.